Welcome to Blunt Kings, motherfucker.
Good job, every day.
Yo,
You're doing good.
we are back. Another episode of Blunt Kings podcast, episode 33. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle, T.O. Val. This is my boy.
Hey, Omega with the funky dope flavor, a.k.a. the Funkle Drunkle, the Fail, the Ale. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no druggo. But just to let you know, man, I still get drunk, though.
He's tumbled on the drunkle.
You already know what it is.
He already had a couple 40s. It's all good.
No.
This is AO 40 hands, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, dude. First week of March, dog. First week of March. We're getting into all the hip-hop shit that's happened historically from 1986 all the way to 2026.
It's a beautiful thing.
We have a couple topics we're going to come up with, too, and we'll bring those up in a second. But before we get into that, how was your week, Omega?
Yo, man. Finally done with the allergies and the sickness now.
Hey.
You know what I mean? Which is a good thing. Now I'm just getting it out. You know what I mean? Just kind of getting back to it. You know what I mean? Acclimating myself with the weather that's kicking in right now. Been a pretty mild week, man. You know what I mean? Fucking got to give it a shout out to you. You know what I mean?
Motherfucker, you.
Man, I'm about to hit my whole year at this new job that we do when we save, you know,
we save
like
the
I would say,
planet.
we save the world on a daily there. You know what I mean? We save the, you know, these patients that we take around, you know what I mean, which are great individuals there. But nonetheless, you know, coming up to that, and I want to thank you there because it's been a good opportunity for me to just tap into some of these other folks that
Different job,
haven't
right?
been around in my life. You know, I don't have my grandparents again there, so I like really hanging out with some of these elderly folks.
Oh, yeah. It's a dope job.
Cool.
It's actually the best job I've had in a while. So, well, honestly, ever, you know.
And it's cool, man. You
every
know
other
what I mean?
job I've been at, they've always tried to fucking, oh, you smell like weed. Get out of here. And I'm like, dog, you don't even see all the Google reviews and all this and that. It's like, okay,
Had
cool.
that happen?
Yeah, no, I understand. It's been a good week for me too. I was actually able to catch up on Hip Hop Uncovered. We'll watch this after we shoot
Something
this episode.
new, huh?
Super dope. It was
You know, I don't
about-
know none of this newer stuff there.
So you know Waka Flocka's mom, Deb. I forgot her last name, Antony or something like that.
No.
And then there's Bimmy Antony. He ended up being a producer for a lot of people. Mariah Carey. He ended up getting
Okay, so
hired
what is
at
it, like
Def
an
Jam.
A&R? Like an old school A&R? Like a talent scout?
So
Or like a,
he started off as a street dude, right? This guy Bimmy, and then he ended up working at Def Jam because he had an ear for music, and he was kind of like a talent.
Sounds like us.
Kind of like a talent scout, and then he started producing. He made beats for Mariah Carey. He produced a lot of
producer.
I think he produced the whole album for GOAT for LL Cool J, like shit like that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Super cool guy. But anyway, he's related to Waka Flocka's mom. I believe that's his aunt or some shit like that, right?
Okay.
Or it's actually his sister. Sorry. So it's just showing them too. They're upcoming, or like they're coming up in hip hop. And how they started from from the streets up. They talk about Haitian Jack. They interview Haitian Jack, and they interview Big U. And it's kind of like the hip hop, like giants and icons, kind of things like other people that don't get mentioned a lot. I should say.
Right.
So it was pretty cool to watch that. So we'll definitely tap into that afterwards.
Okay,
it talks
cool,
a little
man.
bit
I'm
about
looking forward to
everything.
that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So
That sounds nice.
I was able to watch that. My dog was a little sick this week, so poor thing.
Yo, we love you, Tripa.
I've been trying to feed her some yogurt and stuff like that to get her stomach back.
The cultures.
Yeah, I think she ate too much fatty meats, I think is what got her. And then maybe some tomato sauce from a pizza crust that I gave her or something like that. I don't know. Something messed her up. But this is my first time ever owning a dog in my life. I'm 40 years old. I've never had a dog.
She's a rescue. We've only had her since October.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know,
so
and
I've been trying to
she's-
learn along the way. So please forgive me, guys. Don't send a spica my way. You know what I'm saying?
ASPCA there. You know what I'm saying? We got, McLaughlin coming over here there. You know what I'm saying? Like Sarah McLaughlin. La da 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 dee, da da da. No, just kidding. Wrong.
All right. Before we get into the show, let's go over some hip hop birthdays in the first week of March. We're gonna go March 1st, Richie Rich.
Happy birthday.
Lil Lotus.
Happy birthday.
And Aaron McCain. March 2nd will be Method Man to Cal. Shout out to Method Man.
Mm-hmm.
March 3rd is Lil Flip and Tone Loc.
Yo, let's do this. Happy birthday.
March 4th is AJ Tracy, Q the Fool, and Malibu Mitch. I haven't heard of any of those guys.
Q the Fool, okay.
March 5th is Papoose, RMR, and MC Solar.
There.
March 6th would be Tyler the Creator, Beanie Siegel, Bubba Sparks, and Rob 49. And then March 7th is Super Peach, Bugsy, Juba Loke, Price Jones, TKO Capone, and that's it. So
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, y'all. Those are our March
Stay out of jail.
hip hop birthdays. Make sure you guys stay out of jail. Jails and prisons were created to hold down
Take your money away from me.
Hold down the black and the brown, basically, and anybody that was white doing bad shit. So,
y'all know.
Have you noticed that, dog? Like, there's no.
I've
noticed that there's black gangs in prison, right? There's Mexican gangs in prison. You know, all the Latin American gangs in prison. There's only one white gang in prison, and it's the white supremacy dudes. But you never see Jews or Jewish gangs in prison. Is that pretty crazy? Or is it coincidence?
We have never been prosecuted.
It's because they own the prison. You know what I mean?
Yo, if it's true, tap in, leave a comment. Fool.
What do you guys think? All right. Anyway, so
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not.
We're gonna start the show off like this. Hip hop drops from 1986. March 2nd, Grandmaster Flash drops The Source. The album released 1986, March 2nd. Super dope, influential album for hip hop. I always see them mention this album particularly in hip hop because, you know, it went from conscious, and this was like Grandmaster Flash was one of the first ones to be like, this is what the streets look like, and I'm going to tell you guys all how
broken
it is.
glass everywhere.
Yeah.
Need K.O.P.T.
They even talk about him on that Uncovering Hip Hop. You know, he was one of the first ones to be like, let me open up the doors to show you exactly how these things, you know, a child was born with no state of mind, right? So it's kind of saying
crack
like,
baby.
And then not only that they're easily manipulated to be trained or told to do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the programming is. You know what I'm saying? So that was a deep line right there.
It was heavy. There.
A child born with no state of mind, for real. So we move along to March 1987. The Beastie Boys, No Sleep Till Brooklyn, single. Although not a full album release, this major single from the License to Ill era was released on March 1st, 1987. It became one of the group's first most iconic tracks. I loved it.
Wow.
Wow, wow.
Wow, wow.
Wow,
Wow, wow.
Yeah. I believe the first time I heard this was on like a Steven Seagal movie, honestly. Where he was like playing Nico or whatever the fuck. And he remember when he finds that dog in the middle of the road?
The German Shepherd?
Yeah, when they throw the German Shepherd puppy out and they put it in the bag and throw it in the middle of the road and he pulls over and takes care of it.
Fucked up, man.
Yeah, that was the first time I heard that shit. And then, you know, I would see it on MTV while I was eating cereal and shit like that. But yeah, definitely I was like 2 years old when this shit came out. You were about 3, right?
I was like 5. No, just kidding.
Nah,
I'm almost only
you're like
3.
3.
No, but I didn't see any of the Seagal stuff there, and I didn't hear that until way later. Like I said, the Beastie Boys, I mean, when I really heard them was just like on like Kiss FM. You know what I mean? Like back in the early 90s.
That was like Sabotage.
Yeah, and I remember, you remember when they used to give like the birthday shout outs? You know
yeah.
Like, hey, you call in and say happy birthday to you, or you know what I mean?
And they dedicate a song right after, right?
Yes. Those are those times when I remember like I'd hear like Paul Revere. Woof, 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 woof. You know what I mean? Like those are those ones for me there. You know, then I got Intergalactic was like, you know, a dope one. You know what I mean? Like That was when it was really coming back out. Brass Monkey, we all knew Brass Monkey because of the heavy 808s and the chunky bass there.
Yeah.
So we knew what
Catchy hook.
We knew what that was there, but we got into it like, 5, 6 years later, you know what I mean? When we actually caught up.
Yeah, when I was
because we listened to the radio daily and we listened to everything that was coming out on that. You know what I mean?
And I remember listening to Beastie Boys like later on, like 8th, 9th grade type shit. You know what I mean? Like you said, like intergalactic era. Yeah. All right. Moving along. March 3rd, De La Soul drops 3 Feet High and Rising. Release, and then March 1991, Ed O.G. and the Bulldogs, Life of a Kid in the Ghetto. The album was released, and an influential early 90s underground hip-hop release from both groups. Honestly, I was listening to the Ed O.G. and the Bulldogs when you were inside the dispensary earlier. Super dope.
I listened to that one too. That's when you listened to the one where they were tearing down the buildings, that album, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the green background.
Yep.
Yo, I heard that one too, and I was like, man, this is that good old 90s. Like, if you remember the movie Batteries Not Included,
Yeah.
this is the kind of time of the turmoil there where that was at there. So think about that movie and that time frame there. If you don't know what that movie is, Batteries Not Included, do yourself a favor there.
They're showing like on the map, the flap, the jack,
It's
the
a
bap,
fun,
you know what I mean?
friendly, movie there. But that wordplay and that time frame is exactly what these gentlemen are portraying there. So yo, go check that shit out. You know what I mean? That Ed O.G. was bomb as F.
Fuck yeah. And then we move on. March 5th, 1996, The Conscious Daughters drops Gamers, the album. I was actually listening to this while you were in the dispensary as well. They have songs like, The Funky Expedition. You said that was a super dope song.
Oh, man, that's one of the most popular, man, The Conscious Daughters there. I mean, not to get it twisted there, you know what I mean? That's that Bay Area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just that positivity, that different mind state there, that different mind frame.
They do
with
kind
the
of
word delivery, but they got that motherfucking lovely funk to it. You know what I mean?
They definitely remind me of like the girl versions of E40 for sure.
Oh man, and that's
like if
that was
there's
that time.
like if there was 2 girls from the clique that didn't make the clique, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Like that was them type
right
shit.
instead of sugar.
Yeah. Yeah, for
I feel
sure.
you.
No, I was just looking. I was trying to see if I could find. Oh yeah, like something to ride to. I was looking for the actual song that I was listening to by then. But anyway, no, the Conscious Daughters, super dope duo from the Bay Area, early '90s shit. We were bumping that shit earlier. But this is the kind of stuff that we're gonna get into next. Is what we were into. Honestly, I remember when this dropped. March 4th, 1997, DJ Muggs presents The Soul Assassins, Chapter 1. DJ Muggs, it was his first hip-hop compilation featuring RZA, Dr. Dre, Goody Mob, and others. That was a super dope album. Anything from the Soul Assassins era, La Coca Nostra type shit. That's my shit right there. You know, I remember listening to Black Sunday when it first came out. My dad had it on cassette tape at my grandma's, and it was like one of those experiences. Like, remember, we always talk about when I first heard ICP.
Yes.
It was the same kind of reaction when I first heard Cypress Hill. And I heard them first. Like when I first heard Cypress Hill, I was like, "Oh, these motherfuckers are dope."
Because it's the culture, man. It was
these
like
guys
somebody
are
for
East
us to
LA,
relate to
like,
there.
My dad's all, "Yeah, these dudes are Hispanic or Chicano or whatever," and I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it. I'm down. I'm down to listen to it." And so I'd be bumping Black Sunday. And then when DJ Muggs started coming out with this Soul Assassins projects and started producing like a lot more shit for a lot more people and putting out a lot more projects, I was like, fuck yeah.
What else did he do? Did he get down with the Psycho Realm stuff?
He is part of Psycho Realm. He was the producer for Psycho Realm.
That's what I'm saying. When they got fucking homeboy over there, like,
even Coyote, I believe is. I think.
Well, they got down. They're getting down now with the town.
Yeah, I think he's made beats for them. The Booyah Tribe. I think he's made.
Oh, the Booyah Tribe.
He's made beats for a lot of people.
That homeboy passed away there too.
Yeah.
Man, that was
shout out to the Booyah Tribe, man. One of the most influential groups in hip hop, and people don't realize that these guys are Samoan, right? Like super Samoan type hip hop, right? Islander, Pacific Islander type.
Yes,
shit.
sir.
Super gangster as well. Like I think there was a story about those guys where they had to back up Eminem or some shit on some shit, and yeah, like they shut shit down for sure.
That's a whole football team right there.
Yeah.
That's a whole football team with like 4 of them cats there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like looking at a wall.
Eating
for a
spam and
block.
pineapples all day, dog, then they're going to fuck you up.
The rice and everything now, moco loco. That's what they call them, moco loco.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, shout out to DJ Muggs, super dope producer from the West Coast.
We love you, Mug.
Cypress Hill originated, but now he's on his own doing a bunch of super dope shit. I believe he's even done some scores for movies and shit like that too, like super
Okay.
grimy
So he's
scores.
branching out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like on
Nice.
some DJ Shadow shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, good to see the people are actually recognizing the skills and utilizing his talent there. You know what I mean? Because, it's hard to get some of these folks there that are original, And Muggs has definitely been there since day one as far as being original. So shout out Muggs.
Yeah, shout out DJ Muggs for sure. All right, now we move along. March 3rd, 2005, 50 Cent drops The Massacre, major hip-hop rap album by 50 Cent, released in the first week of March. This definitely falls into the category that we're looking for.
Which one is that one, man?
That was the one that had...
Was that the follow-up? Because it was Get Rich or Die Trying, right? Was that the second or the third one?
I think it was the third one. Let me double check.
Is that the one where he has like the little scratchy body, like he looked like Venom and shit? Like,
Yeah. I think that one had like piggy bank on it and shit, I believe. Watch, let me double check. But yeah,
I'm a mathematician.
What's your favorite 50 Cent song?
Shit, it's got to be all fucking the old school shit, man. You know what I mean? Guess who's back? I don't really dig none of the new shit, man.
So let's see. This one had In My Hood. This is 50. I'm supposed to die. If I'm supposed to die tonight.
If I was going to die,
this one had Piggy Bang, Gatman and Robin, Candy Shop. This one is the one that had Candy Shop on it. Out of Control, Get in My Car, Ski Mask Way, A Baltimore Love Thing, Ride of Music, Disco Inferno. Just a little bit was on here.
Oh, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Let's see. Toy Soldier, Guns Come Out, Position of Power.
Those were really big songs there, and that's because he was writing his contract really hard, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We see you, 50. You was had to get the dues in for the concert, man, for the contract, man. Get everybody over there paid, man, so you can go over and say 50, 50, 50.
I'm pissed off at you, 50, because this is why. Because you put Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder in a position, and you're like, hey, watch these two dudes from New Mexico now. Go. It's kind of how I feel, right? Like, if you think about The Real Report, is pretty much like Blunt Kings and the Crash Out combined.
That's what it is, man.
But still, nobody still brings up the topics we bring up. There's a reason why,
that.
you know.
Ain't nobody do what we do, man.
Every company is owned by a rich white guy in the mountains or some sheik in the fucking desert somewhere, and they're not allowed to say certain things about certain things. See, me and A Omega, we co-join own this company right now, so we can say whatever the fuck we want. You know what I'm saying? So cancel us if you want, but there's no canceling us, so it'd be a waste of time. Fuck off. So let's see. Moving on, 2006. March 7th, 2006, My Homies Part 2, Scarface's album drops. 7,000. Let's see. Hip hop release. Oh, okay. It was sorry. I thought that was like the units, but it was just saying March 7th, 2006. I was like, damn, it only sold 7,200.
That Scarface album, I remember when it came out.
The Homies Part 2.
Oh yeah. There was some good tracks on that there for sure. And I was like, it still had that really deep South with it because, you know what I mean? Everything was popping off in 06 for Texas. You know what I'm saying? They were really, Scarface was like, okay, everybody, is coming back there that was, wasn't relevant at the time, but got overlooked.
Bro, Texas was running.
And now
shit,
we're getting our recognition back again. So now it's time for me to hit the lab. You know what I'm saying? Hit the studio. Go ahead and hit them, you know what I mean? Hit them corners, you know what I'm saying? Bending on corner, you know what I'm saying? And he went back in, and that album was grimy as shit, dog. Like, I was listening to it, and I was like, 06, I was like, fuck, man, because I was like fresh out of high school, 03.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember
so
from
college years,
from like
you know
03 to like 07, right? It was like the years that Texas or like 03 to like 010 pretty much. Like Texas was running shit, right?
Bruh.
They were like all that on that Unity shit. Chopped and Screwed was huge.
They was just getting it in.
Lil Flip was dropping shit, and then he had beef with T.I. Like, it was just so much going on at the time, and it was just super cool and super crazy to watch, and to be able to be part of the eras, right? I think what me and you have over a lot of people, and not everybody. We're not saying we have this over everybody, because there's people like, you know, that grew up in New York like the day hip hop started, right? But when we talk about these things, we're talking about them from a fan standpoint. Like what you guys have to realize is we're from New Mexico, right? We didn't have a Nas or a Jay-Z or a DMX or a Eazy-E or anybody to look up to from our state, right? So we looked up to everybody from every state, not just the states around us. Like people would just be like, oh, you guys are influenced by the West Coast because you're so close to LA. It's like, nah. Like, not only did we listen to the Tupacs and the Eazy-E's and all the stuff from the West Coast, we're listening to Nas, Jay-Z, Dr. Octagon. You know what I'm saying? Like all these crazy ass
Do or Die.
Yeah, Do or Die.
Hook me up with the Dayton family from Detroit, Michigan, from Flint.
Yeah, Mr. Biggs. Like we're listening, like just a mixture and a plethora of everything. ICP, you know, Esham, all that horrorcore stuff. And then all the lyrical stuff, Raucous Records, Mos Def, Talib Kweli, like we sponged that up, right? I always tell people all the time, like me and A Omega, yeah, he's a fan of certain sports, right? Because he's from East LA, his family's from East LA, so of course he's going to be a Dodgers fan and an Angels fan, right?
Or a
Raiders fan. But what my point is like me and him. Our favorite sports players were the Nas's, the Big L's,
it's the greatest sport.
The Tupacs, the Biggies, the top tier lyricists that you would hear, right?
The vernacular sport.
Yeah, and we were just like, that's what I was honed in on. I didn't know how to fix a car, but I could definitely tell you.
I don't know how to make beats, but I understand the beats.
Yeah, I could definitely tell you the era of which a certain rapper came out in and his albums and certain singles and
because of the way we trained our ears.
Yeah,
for the information.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. So that's my point. I just had to go off on that real quick. So
and like how he was in corresponding to what he's saying there. You know what I mean? We knew how to count our beats there before anybody else did. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like you see a real somebody that plays an instrument there. You know, they tap their feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? We know our metronome.
Right.
We know when a certain sound needs to be sped up there or slowed down there to match the way we are trying to lay out this story or this poetic line for you folks.
Right.
You know? And that's what these cats do. And you know what I mean? We recognize that. And
I wanted to bring up a story. Remember, I think I remember that time when we went camping. Oh my God, when
when
Mike Contreras
yeah. And got you.
And there was this guy there. He was an older guy. I remember we showed him the song "Psyched Out," right? When we had just dropped "Psyched Out," Sanctified Poets. This is like maybe
he was the cousin that lived on the land.
04, 05, Dalton Canyon relative, right?
Yep.
And I remember he told us one thing that always stuck with me. He was like, your guys' iambic pentameter is on point. And I didn't even know what that was. Like, for us to not even know what an iambic pentameter was or 16 bars was, right? We just knew how to listen to the beat and be like, okay, the hook's right here. And then a sound comes out of the hook. So this must be the verse that just has that plain, whatever. And then it comes back into a hook. So we just knew to rap for that amount of time and have an intro, a body, and an outro, right? And that's kind of how we formatted shit, not knowing that we were literally learning how to write a 16-bar verse and an 8-bar hook without even knowing that they were 8 bars and 16 bars. You know what I'm saying? So that was one thing that always stuck with me when that guy was like, damn, your iambic pentameters are on point. And I was like, I don't know what that is, but thank you. You know what I mean? Like super young, 16, 15, you know what I'm saying?
18 strong.
Yeah.
Young little buck.
So like, my point is like, when people say, how come you're not into sports and how come you're not into cars? I'm like, ever since that guy told me that I was good at music and an iambic pentameter, and I looked up the definition of what an iambic pentameter was, I was like, I was more obsessed with that than anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, fuck yeah.
This is me.
Maybe this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And so, you know, fast forward, we put out 9 albums and a mixtape, right? And then we kind of stopped doing music for a while, and I kind of decided I wanted to start Strain Damage and interview a bunch of growers and extractors and people that are not getting interviewed as much in the city. And kind of like,
and not to mention there, it was cannabis.
Yeah. So we were doing a lot. Well, and
Hence what we
well,
do.
the first interview was Notorious T, and I kind of wanted to get his story from getting shot at the Red Gorilla Studios, right?
That's correct.
And then after that, it kind of turned into where I linked up with Raj and DBG at Platinum Club, and then it turned into where I started interviewing groups like Lobo and the Weed Snacks guys interviewed me and stuff like that. So then we started creating a buzz off of that, and so I started interviewing all the extractors, growers, and stuff like that. We had Raj and DBG interviewing them. Fast forward a few years later, Raj went off to go do some stuff in tech. DBG's still in the picture, but he's just he's just doing his thing right now. He's real busy, and now we're podcasting. So I just want to give people a brief little timeline of how this all came about. And I know I try to mention this every once in a while when it does come up, you know what I'm saying? But with that being said, we're going to go to break right now real quick, and then we're going to come back with a couple more drops from 2018 to 2026, and then we're going to have these couple of topics that we're going to talk about. So
what the fuck y'all think?
Sit tight, roll another blunt, pour another drink, whatever you guys want to do, microdose it up, whatever it is. But we'll be right back. Peace out.
Welcome to Blunt Kings, motherfucker.
Talking to me.
Yo,
what up?
Hey, Omega.
You're doing good.
Wow.
We're back with another episode of Blunt Kings podcast, episode 33. First week of March, all the hip hop drops, birthdays, and even a couple of relevant topics that we're going to go over at the end of the show. So, before anything, let's get back into it. Where was I?
Trey episode already. That's what's up.
We're in 2008, March 4th. Lil Flip and Young Noble. They drop All Eyes on Us. If this is the Young Noble I'm thinking about, this is DJ Noble from Albuquerque, New Mexico. So shout out to him because I know that he's out there in Texas right now working with Lil Flip and a couple other Texas artists.
Man,
for sure.
And that's been a minute though since 08.
Yeah.
Woo!
I seen him. I think last year, the year before, me and DBG ran into him at La Flor Dispensary or something like that. And we were just chopping it up, and he was saying that he was going back and forth to Texas to go work with Lil Flip and stuff like that. So I definitely believe this is him. Hopefully this is him. But either way, shout out to Lil Flip, Young Noble, All Eyes on Us. Pretty good track.
08 there?
Pretty good
I remember.
album,
Yeah. He was still, you know what I mean, doing his thing, you know what I mean? And he's still doing his thing. So
Lil Flip, I think he owns Exotic Pops right now, doesn't he?
I'm not too sure.
I think he's going around putting those exotic pop vending machines in places and making money off of those.
Oh, shit.
I think that's one of his new ventures that he's doing. So shout out to Lil Flip for the exotic pops.
Word. I like them sodas.
All right, moving along. We got Lazy Bone. He drops Thugs Nation March 4th, 2008. Shout out to Lazy Bone. Definitely one of our favorites from the Bone Thugs and Harmony crew.
Whoa.
I definitely remember the first time I heard Bone Thugs. What was the first time you heard Bone Thugs, AO? Do you remember? Very first time.
Very first time, MTV.
What was it? Was it Creeping on the, or not Creeping? Yeah, it was
For
Creeping
the Love
on
of
the
Money.
Yeah, For the Love of Money.
For the Love of Money there. And we was already ready because we anticipating you know what I mean, some of the other stuff that was coming up there. Bro. I mean, the album was great, but that was like the only radio song that they really had that was good because they had all of the other shit was not radio friendly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they had to have that one song, and that was that one song. You know
and Thuggish Ruggish Bone too,
Thuggish,
right?
Ruggish,
and For the Love of Money, I definitely remember that. I mean? Yeah.
Those are the only two, but then after that, the next follow up was because Easy died.
Yeah, but no Surrender though was my shit, dog. Every time No Surrender came on, I was like, fuck that. This is the illest song in fucking hip hop history. When Bone Thugs came out, right? Honestly, bro, and I'll always say this. I thought that they were like hip hop heavy metal group, dog. It was like kind of like the way I perceived them because they they weren't just talking about fuck the cops and all this street shit, right? They were going into like we're playing with Ouija boards and we're summoning demons to kill you and shit like that. Is what it almost seemed like to me, right? And then East 99 comes out.
The backwards.
And you read that backwards message in the mirror and it has the crazy devil about like demons on it. You know what I mean? And their skulls inside of their faces. Like it was super cool.
So did they sell their soul?
Well, I saw an interview with Crazy Bone. He was saying that that was all the production and the labels calls, right? Like they made those calls for Bone Thugs. Like they were just thought,
wow,
Bone Thugs was like, oh, this is the new way to promote music. We're down, put it out. But little did they know that the industry was using him on some satanic shit. You know what I'm saying? And,
crazy.
And I think they were saying that. What was it? Mr. Ouija was one of the Ouija. Are you with me? That was one of Eazy-E's favorite songs. So he was like definitely trying to push them in that direction before he passed away. Like, I need you guys to do this. He was kind of revolutionizing it, right? Like he kind of saw that the industry was going in an evil direction. So he was like, fuck it. Let me have these guys come out of Cleveland and just rip it up on some what you might think is some evil shit, but then we're gonna hit you with a song like Crossroads later on down the line or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just pretty cool. And like I said, my mom used to hate me watching the Crossroads video. She's like, "Get that black angel off." I was like, "He's not a black angel. Like, he's black, but he's not like a demon angel." You know what I mean? Like
that's Eazy-E.
Yeah, they're paying homage to Eazy-E and they're taking him up to heaven. Mom, like, look, check it out. But yeah, so I do remember like all of the Bone Thug stuff coming out. I do remember Thugs Nation.
Buddha Lover.
That's still one.
That
of
was
my,
mine. Yeah. Keep sending me straight to heaven. You know what I mean? Like I remember.
I'm so glad you showed me crazy, lazy. Wish flash. Yeah.
Reefer really makes me happy.
Fast forward, Blunt Kings comes out and we're
smoking.
We're singing this shit.
Hydro.
It makes me want to go.
Viral. Why? Because Omega's kicking it with Vio.
When Fat Joe was fucking misquoting the lyrics, that shit was so hilarious. But anyway, let's move along.
Damn.
We got March 5th, 2018. This is a mixtape single. Lil Wayne, he drops Visine. As part of his RGB2 compilation / mixtape campaign that he was coming out with, it was really heavy onto lean and pills at this time. You could really hear it in the music for sure. I'm the king of pills and I love syrup. And you're like, damn, dog, like, calm down. But anyway, yeah.
That's right before he got clean, right? Like, that was like the last straw.
Shout out to Lil Wayne. I know everybody's kind of going on this like smear
tangent.
Lil Wayne campaign right now. Yeah, but we love Lil Wayne. We ain't gonna do that to him here at the Blunt Kings.
Weezy, baby.
Yeah, we blunt blowing with Lil Wayne. We don't give a fuck what people have to say about him. We definitely rock with Lil Wayne. He's been
same age as us.
He's been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? He shot himself in the heart, got revived. He was, exposed to a lot of crazy shit at a young age, thanks to Baby. And then he comes to find out that Baby was doing the Jerry Heller shit, and so he had to cut Baby off. And now Lil Wayne is his own entity right now on his own, along with like the likes of J. Cole and other people. Khalifa that are just recently out of their contracts and stuff like that. So it's cool to see these rappers flourishing after they get out of their contracts and not being tied up in the system and being
able to express themselves.
Yeah.
Express your own artistic venture there as opposed to what other agenda everybody else has planned out for you on their itinerary.
Henceforth, the Bone Thug shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so now we move on. King Crooked, the 16 Chapel, the EP dropped March 6, 2020. Or 2020, sorry. A rap project from the veteran West Coast lyricist. I definitely want to give a shout out to Crooked I, King Crooked. He was in the death row camp like around the same time Tupac was. He was going to be the next one up after Tupac passed away.
Yeah.
He had a little bit of a shine at first and then kind of went away, and then he came back when there was word on the street that he was helping Dr. Dre write the Detox. Have you heard that song? The song that he wrote for Dr. Dre for the Detox?
That it's been many moons, my friend.
It's probably one of the illest songs I've ever heard. You know what I mean? Like
that one was a long time ago.
From the beat to the hook to the way that he broke down the verses for Dre, and like you could tell that he wrote it with Dre's voice in mind. He kind of even spit it like Dre should spit it, right? Like a reference track.
Yeah.
Super dope shit. King Crooked ended up being in Slaughterhouse, which is one of the biggest hip hop groups of our generation, honestly.
King Crooked, aka, also was known at one point by Crooked Eye.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah, Crooked Eye.
Yeah, for sure. And I think we've had the luxury.
Oh yeah. We opened up for Crooked Eye. I hate mentioning this only because like it was cool that we opened up for him, but. Remember when he was there, right? He was up in the corner in the room just listening to all the performers perform.
Right.
We were one of the first ones that went on with Yeah, 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 right? Remember every time we bust around, we make the crowd go, Yeah, Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, that was you and TOE.
Yeah, 2 years later after that, after we opened up for him, he was on a song featured on Music to Be Murdered by the Eminem LP. And I do show this in the Vultures clip that we have on the channel.
Check that out.
Was literally bitten, like the format, the way that I laid out that hook for that Yeah 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 beat that Joe Beasy made us, like they literally took that and like remixed it and had Q-Tip do the beat, and like I was like, what the fuck? Like it was kind of fucked up. Like so, if you don't believe me, watch the Vultures clip that's in this channel. You'll see what I'm talking about, and plus more. You'll see a bunch of stuff that they've bitten from not only myself but from you, from TOE, and etc. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So. It's just crazy to see that they do have these fecal people that search the internet for these big rappers and find them topics to rap about or new subjects to rap about or new songs that they treat as reference tracks.
Welcome everybody today.
In order to make another hit, because they run out of things to say. It's just how it is.
It's truthful.
Yeah,
it's truthful. That's the way it goes.
All right, now we're going into 2024.
Oh,
March 1st, 2024. We had Blue Lips from Schoolboy Q, the Texas Technician from Texas Rap Release featuring Moneybag Yo, The Baby, Paul Wall, and others. And then we had Case Dismissed. It's a rap album from Baby Tron.
Don't know Baby Tron.
Baby Tron, he's like a new Detroit rapper, I believe. Like one of those young kids. He's like a white kid. I think he has a song with Eminem.
Okay.
Something like that. But he's up to like
Moneybag Yo, The Baby, Paul Wall, all the others there. Yeah. I mean, they solidified.
Baby Tron, I believe he's up to like 1 billion or so.
Okay. I'm gonna have to drink one, Mo, and I'm gonna have to go look at Baby Tron.
Yeah, we'll check it out after the show. He's not bad, honestly.
That kind of sounded fucked up there.
All right, now we go into 2025 releases, the first week of March. 2025, March 7th, saw several hip-hop and R&B releases in the mainstream industry. Chart listings from fresh hip-hop and R&B artists. Let's see, at the Church Steps Deluxe, it was a rap release. Peterson, rap genre release, listed to March 7th, and more leaks. Yeah, I've never heard of any. I haven't heard of any of these. We're gonna have to check them out. And then there's an album called More Leaks. It's a rap project that was dropped as well on March 7th. But now we're gonna go into, let's see, where are we at?
2026.
2026, the first week of March 6th. This is coming up. Let's see. Strictly for the Scythe. It's a debut group project from Denzel Curry, ASAP Ferg, Tia Kareen, BK the Ruler, and Kinayada, dropping soon. It's supposed to be a really highly anticipated project. There's one video out, I believe, right now, a single that's out. It's pretty dope.
Yo, that's that new super group.
Right, where they're like rapping in like that abandoned like black and white house, right?
This is that new super group, folks, there. And I'm going to tell you, there's a big buzz going on with these cats right now.
Yeah,
you know what
Strictly
I mean?
for the Scythe.
This is that new breath of fresh air that everybody's looking for right now. You know what I mean? With the lyrical talent of Denzel Curry with ASAP Ferg, you know what I mean? And Tia Kareen, you know what I mean? Like BK the Ruler, and you got Kenyatta there. Watch out, folks.
Strictly
Watch
for the
out,
Scythe.
folks.
March 6th,
Watch out,
2026.
folks.
So yeah.
Watch out, folks. But that's gonna be sick, you know what I mean? That's on Friday there, you know what I mean? Because we're hooking it up there. You're gonna see this on Monday there, you know, the 2nd. So, you know what I mean? Go ahead and plug that in there, you know what I mean? Set yourself a reminder. Because there's going to be a big buzz there, you know, around this. And, you know, might as well jump on the freshness right now, you know what I mean? Because that's what we try to do, you know what I mean? We bring up the old school. We try to bring up the new school. Try to bring you the new, fresh flavor. So that way you can serve it to everybody.
Because hip hop's coming back. I don't give a fuck what anyone's saying. And like we talked about
Never went nowhere, motherfucker.
No, it's like it went somewhere.
There was a decline.
It went somewhere weird for a second.
Inspirationally, it fucking had a decline.
It went to the streets and got shot the fuck up and came
that
back.
Or
like,
did some shots.
Yeah.
Or took a shot, you know,
it kind of gave me an idea for a song, but I'm not going to say nothing. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see. Moving along here. Yesterday, Saturday, February 28th, or well, 2 days ago when you're watching the episode, February 28, 2026, the city of Los Angeles is officially dedicating a street corner to honor the late rapper Nipsey Hussle.
Amen.
The intersection of Crenshaw Boulevard and Slauson Avenue in South LA will be renamed Nipsey Hussle Square in a ceremony scheduled for 10 a.m. that day.
Amen.
With his family and city officials in attendance. This isn't just symbolic. The corner holds deep significance in Nipsey's life and legacy. He owned the nearby shopping plaza that now houses the Neighborhood Nip Foundation, and he referenced this intersection in his music and community work. The renaming, is meant to recognize his impact as an artist, entrepreneur, and community advocate. So yes, we will have officially a street corner named after him, February 28th. That was 2 days ago. So shout out to LA for definitely naming Slauson and Crenshaw Nipsey Hussle Square. That's super dope.
Yo, I mean, he'd been there. He lived there. He, you know, just took care of his business there.
He's been hustling there. He was like selling T-shirts on the corner before he even owned the shop. So he was kind of like just posted up there like on some flea market shit daily as a kid, you know. And then finally, him and his brother Black Sam, they gathered up enough money to finally open up the shop. I remember they were talking about a story that they tried to dig up some old money that they had made, and all the money on the top was all molded, so they had to get rid of like $100,000 and just in molded money. And then they had to remake it back and then so forth and so. And then we had the Marathon clothing shop that popped up, and then not even like a year later, he gets gunned down in front of the shop.
Horrible. Sad story.
Definitely one of the biggest losses in hip hop history. They're saying that he was about to break nationwide like a Kendrick, right? Like he was about to go into that $5 million, category. 5 million record sales category type shit, right? And and right before that happened, he was tragically taken from us. You know, that was one of the hardest hip hop deaths that I've actually taken in, and I remember being there for Tupac and Biggie, but someone made a good point. We never saw on camera Biggie and Tupac get gunned down. We just saw the aftermath, like the bullet holes in the whip, right? And like and like the story that came after, you know, the morgue picture of Tupac on rotten.com. Like that was like the only shit that we had to go off of. When you see somebody like Nipsey Hussle actually get gunned down
in the CCTV camera.
On the CCTV camera, that's kind of it's kind of crazy to see, and it was definitely one of the hardest things that I had to take in. I took that loss harder than any other rap loss, you know what I'm saying? And we lived through all of them, dude. Like it was crazy from 85 until now. We've lived through like 90% of hip hop deaths. You know what I'm
guaranteed.
saying? Like it's just crazy. So,
drugs, health issues, you know,
mainly shootings. Yeah,
but you know, one thing that we are here to say is, you know what I mean, we're glad to honor Nipsey Hussle's life and, you know, his journey and his contribution there by naming this street intersection after him, man. So yeah,
these blunts are for you, Nip, for sure.
We was there. We've been there.
Yeah, we
rolled by, man, like right after that happened, you know what I mean? And which we always tell this story, you know what I'm saying? But
you know,
for real
crazy.
though,
I should have wore the shirt. I should have wore the shirt today. I have
you didn't get that shirt at that time, right?
No,
today.
The day after Nipsey Hussle passed away, right? I ordered a shirt from the Marathon Clothing to support because they were having some kind of sale, and it was like a GoFund. It was like all going towards the proceeds were going towards Nipsey's funeral, right? So they're having a huge sale. So I bought a pair of shorts and a shirt. It took a year to get to me. Like not talking shit or anything, but I'm saying like, damn, that must have been how many orders
Back
that
orders.
they got. You know
Back
what I'm saying?
order.
Yeah. So I was like, damn, that's crazy that they
That
had
support.
that many back orders and that many supporters. So yeah, so definitely rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. Salute to Nipsey Hussle. Salute to Black Sam.
We see you, man. Go support True Marathon Burger.
Marathon Burgers is popping
Y'all
off.
in there.
J. Cole just pulled up there a couple days ago. He was making fries and shit, helping out. So that was super dope to see.
Hell yeah. Anytime we in the area there, no, I'm just kidding. We gonna help you cook.
Right.
Don't help me do the dishes, man. You help out.
All right, 50 Cent versus T.I. and his sons and possibly his daughter too.
What?
Origin of the recent clash. The current feud reignited on early February 2026 when T.I. publicly called out 50 Cent for declining a Verzuz battle that T.I. claims 50 initially agreed to. T.I. said that he lost respect for him due to this. That back and forth spilled into social media with 50 Cent trolling T.I. by posting memes and unflattering photos of T.I.'s wife, Tiny Harris. The situation escalated dramatically when T.I.'s family, not just him, got involved. His kids have thrown lyrical shots back at 50, turning this into a family beef.
Uh-oh.
What do you think about this, Ao?
Yo, man, don't make it about the family, man. That's one thing. You know, the street bullshit is one thing. They're getting gypped out of money that you owe something is one thing. Y'all don't even have any contracts or money tied to each other there. I don't know why. I mean, what, did you guys already sign that shit?
I don't think so. I could see.
That's what the
I
fuck
see your
I
point
mean.
though. Yeah, like
You know
I
what
could
I mean?
see it.
But,
Like
like,
if everything was signed and then 50 back.
Why
out
the
at last
fuck
second.
do you need to start by bringing up family members that you don't even know who the fuck or what the fuck or who is who or what? You know, it's not good for business.
I think that would be the best verses so far, honestly. Like even though the Locks and the Diplomats was super dope, right? Like that was my favorite one so far.
3-6.
3-6 and Bone, that one was all right. That was kind of it was the songs were cool, but like the back and forth was cool, but like all the water bottle throwing.
Let's make this shit happen.
Yeah.
Jada. Yeah, I got you. So I mean, this one would be really dope because it is the South versus the East.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody's used to the East versus the West.
And they're both kings.
And
like,
there's
honestly,
no North
like,
and South fucking, you know what I mean, beefs. You know what I mean? If you really think about it and break it down, there's no fucking North fucking coast, North versus the South Coast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're all
none
united.
of that shit.
They're all united down there. Whether it's from Memphis all the way up to New Orleans.
That's what I mean.
Everybody's chilling.
Yeah, whether you're Boston, Massachusetts,
Atlanta.
Connecticut, Rhode Island, you're East Coast.
Yeah. And I think what it is, dude, honestly, so it says the timeline of diss tracks. I'll just go through those real quick before I give my opinion. This is a breakdown of all the notable diss tracks released so far in this feud by T.I. and his sons. First, T.I. came out with War, right? One of the first diss songs T.I. dropped aimed directly at 50 Cent amid the feud, and then he dropped the right one right after that. And then Lessons came out. You showed me that one yesterday. And then possibly, possibly What Bully and additional cuts that the fans are posting indicate another T.I. track fueling the beef. But the ones that T.I.'s sons came out with, King Harris came out with Made Man. And then Domani Harris actually came out with Miss Jackson, which is what I wanted to stop and talk about because it's a dope ass song, dog. It's almost as creepy to me as Watch the Party Die, right? Like when Kendrick Lamar came out with Watch the Party Die and he's talking about the whole shit with Drake and he wants to watch the Hollywood party die type shit, right? This is on some shit like that. Like it's super eerie because Domani Harris is talking to Miss Jackson, which is 50 Cent's mom, like kind of like, hey, would you approve of your son doing this kind of shit? Don't you speak to him in his ear before he drops these kind of things on people? And what do you think about him talking about mom since you're no longer here type shit? Like it's kind of going pretty deep. And even Joe Budden is calling him like a Cole 3000 because he was
like an avant-garde artist there coming out just out of the left field there with an arsenal and an ear. But it's just crazy that these certain terms bring these certain characteristics and artistic value out of certain individuals.
And I think, honestly, what it comes from is, 50 Cent saying, "Oh yeah, we'll do the verses." You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure
that would get somebody pretty excited, right?
I'm sure these kids, T.I.'s sons, you know what I mean, fucking grew up listening to him too, just as much as they listen to his dad.
And then for them to see that person talking about their mom is definitely why
I'm sure I'd be
they're
pretty
getting
mad too.
involved for
I'd be
sure.
pretty mad too.
I remember there was a time that we had a rap beef with a certain individual, and he was using my mom's picture of her taking like a selfie in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
He took it off of Facebook and put it as the single to diss us. And I didn't really care too much about it. It was my mom that kind of found the issue with it. Like I was more on some like, I can't believe you used my mom, I'll beat the fuck out of you type shit. But she was more on some, oh, you want to use my picture, then watch this. And she ended up suing the individual, and he had to take it down and blah,
Defamation
blah,
of character.
Yeah, so
And that's not to mention that T.I. fucking did the same, right? Remember he got Lil Flip back in the day, their beef. Right? He called his dad and he was like, "Yo, man, that's pretty hoish, man. Pretty ho. Your son's a hoish, you know what I mean?"
Oh,
like,
T.I. called Lil Flip's
dad, remember?
Yeah.
And he's like, "What kind of nigga wear a leprechaun suit?" You know what I mean? Like, he's been beef rap battling there too for a long time.
So they're both kind of like in this state, right? They're like,
they're angry. They're both ready to go to war, and it's kind of funny.
Over relevance, it looks like. You know what I'm saying? But T.I. does have a good point. Like he's put out all these tracks, right? And all of 50 Cent has done is put out memes and like little AI videos and stuff like that.
Movies?
Like little. Well, no. I'm saying like towards the beef. You know. Like what T.I. said is, how come if you're a rapper, how come you ain't responding with a track, homie? And like, how come you don't want to do the verses in the first track, homie? Like,
probably because he caught up with all of his motherfucking legal contracts and all of his bullshit that says if he fucks up there, they were gonna drop you from the company.
Yeah. So yeah, sometimes you do have to stay quiet. So I don't know. So who's more free? You guys decide who's more free. Is it T.I.? Is it 50 Cent?
I'm just gonna be quiet.
Who's the bigger king in this battle? Is it even Domani? Honestly, like Domani kind of came out of left field and thrashed 50 Cent.
Said, "Sorry, little brother, I'm gonna jump up on you."
Bro, he was even calling him Firebug.
Firebug.
In reference to they think that 50 Cent was tied to trying to burn down his baby mama's house with his son in it while they were sleeping.
What?
Yeah, like there's some,
wow, yo,
like,
that's some new shit to me.
Yeah, so
oh man,
well,
we're gonna everybody need to go look that shit up.
No, it's true. Like it's definitely it's not. I don't know how true it is that 50 Cent was involved, but it's true that 50 Cent's baby's mom's house burned down when the baby's mom and the son were inside. So I don't know. There's a lot of crazy, shady shit going on. Who's the better family man? Who should have better family lessons? Like this is kind of where
like
it's
a
going
sacrifice.
towards. You know what I'm saying? Like
sacrifice to get rich.
Well, and then that's one of the biggest thing is like T.I.'s sons are saying like your son don't even fuck with you. You don't even have a mom, so why are you talking about ours? Like it's kind of going really deep. 50 Cent's restaurant just got shot up.
Yes,
like these dudes from Atlanta. They don't play when it comes to when you talk about their family. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think anybody does, honestly. But when it comes to people from Atlanta or people from Chicago or people from certain areas that are strictly about it and they're standing on business 24/7, you definitely don't want to mention the mom, especially. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, shame on 50 Cent for mentioning the mom. But then at the same time, it's kind of like, shame on T.I. for making it such a big deal that he didn't want to do the verses, though. You know what I'm saying?
The kid with the picture of 50's mom too. You know what I mean? It's now it's getting a little out of hand because they're starting to get more motion going on.
Yeah, you're falling off the topic.
Tornado.
You're falling off topic. If you're mad about being in a versus battle and he says no, then just keep it with the music. Keep dropping diss tracks until he finally drops a diss track or whatever.
Fuck it, man. It's 50, baby.
And 50 did have a feature on some rappers verse when they're, remember that video that we watched and he was in Las Vegas, Nevada, right? And they're doing this new video. And I'll show it to you.
Did I send it to you?
I think I sent it to you.
Okay.
But it was a feature that 50 Cent was on recently and it was kind of just addressing anybody that had a problem with him. So maybe that was the only thing. Maybe that was the only thing 50 had to drop. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
We're going to have to go back to that one and check
that's
that
where
one
he says
out
that
again.
line. He's all, I'll fuck over you and whoever you cool with.
Oh,
Like, that was the last line. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. Like, I don't know if that was aimed towards the Jim Jones situation at the Let's Rap About It podcast.
studio?
If it was aimed at just anybody, or if it was strictly aimed at T.I. or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever the case may
Multiple
be.
shit going at him.
But there's so much going on right now. 50 Cent's only released that one verse so far, and T.I. and his sons are just dropping like a whole LP so far. So, like, it's just
whole LP.
yeah, it's kind of going
shit.
crazy.
That's a great analogy though.